Hi everyone, welcome back. We've got a jumping and a twisting lesson for you all. So we're going to make sure we have lots of space, make sure a parent is with us to watch us, and make sure that, that there is no siblings or anything in your way while you do this lesson. So what you're going to need today is a pillow. So I've got my pillow here and we're going to start with a warm-up. We're going to do 20 of each exercise and there's going to be 4 different exercises. So I'm going to do one with you and then you can pause the video and you can do one on your own so that I can have a bit of a rest with my knee. So what we're going to do is I'll show you each of them. We're going to do 20 taps. So 1 foot up and you're going to tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to do 20 jumps forwards and backwards. And you're going to do 20 jumps sideways. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want with the jumps. And then we're going to do 20 bunny hops. So again, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. And I'm going to join in for the first one. So, ready? 1 foot up. And taps. Every tap, you count. And go. 20. All right, let's do 20 jumps forwards and backwards. If you want, you can try and lift your legs up nice and high, but I'm only just learning how to jump again. I don't know what I'm up to. All right, once you've done 20, we're going to go side to side. So keeping your feet close together. Should be nearly done. All right, bunny hops. So hands strong and just tapping with your feet. All right, now you can pause the video and I want you to go through all 4 again. So remember that was taps, jumps forwards and backwards, side, and then bunny hops. Off you go. Okay, after you've grabbed a quick drink and moved your pillow out of the way, we're going to do some stretches. So hands down, nice straight legs, reaching down and try and get your nose to your knees. If you can hug your legs. And then we're going to go into a downward dog, so putting your hands forward, legs back a little bit. You need to keep your legs straight, try and keep your heels on the ground, and we're going to push our shoulders in to try and get a real good calf stretch. So if you need to put your feet further back to get more of a stretch, do that. And deep, slow breaths. And then put your feet a little bit apart, push back, and I want you to rock side to side. Awesome. Now we're going to go into a lunge. So you're going to go up on your hands and feet, and you're going to lift 1 foot up, and then you're going to go into your elbows. And then we're going to go with the other leg. So lifting 1 foot up onto your elbows. Deep breaths, control the breathing. And putting 1 foot in front and lunging. You want to make sure that your back leg is nice and straight. And then straightening your leg, reaching towards your foot and touching your nose down, keeping that knee straight. If you wanted a little bit of an extra stretch, you can bend your leg up and pull that in. I can't do that on this leg, but try and bend your leg up to your bottom. Otherwise, we're going to go straight into our splits. So straighten the leg, stretch forward, and slide into your splits. And if you can, take your hands off. It's actually the first time I've done my split since I hurt my knee. And then slowly going onto the other leg. And straightening your leg and reaching your hands towards your foot and nose going down as far as you can. Push that knee straight. And remember, a straight back leg. Keep pointing your toes, reaching as far as you can. And then remember, if you want that extra stretch, pull that back leg up and try to push your hips down. And then we're going to go into our splits. And take your hands up. And coming out. And we're going to go into our straddle. So as wide as you can. Keeping those knees straight, reaching up and stretch to one side. And then while you're here, I want you to flex your foot up to get a bit more stretch through your calf. And touch your nose down. And we're going to go to the other side, so point your toes first. And then flexing. And then down the middle. So reaching down, nose down, or belly down. Keep those toes pointed, legs straight, and make sure that your feet are not rolling in. You want to keep pushing them out so your little toes are going towards the ground. And then flex your toes up and reach down. And feet together, reaching up and stretch down. And then flexing, hold your toes, pull your elbows down. So today, because we're doing a lot of jumping and turning, we're using a lot of calf muscles and a lot of our quads and hammies, so we need to really make sure that our legs are warmed up properly. And then point your toes, try and squeeze your knees, and then lift your toes back, keep your heels off the ground. So really squeezing your quads, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and one pointed, and swap, and swap, and swap, and go around in circles, and relax. All right, stretch your arm across. And the other arm across. And if you want to do any more stretches, so you might stretch your shoulders, you might stretch your belly or stretch your back doing some bridges, go ahead and do some of those now, but I'm going to grab a quick drink of water and then we're going to start with our jumps and our turns. Okay, so we're going to start with our turns now. So with our turns, it's very important to have strong calf muscles, a strong engaged core, and really strong legs all up, because we're doing the turns are on our feet. So you need to make sure that there is a straight line from the floor to the roof. As soon as you break that line, if it's your bent legs, if it's a bent body, as soon as you break that line, it makes the turn really difficult to do, trying to turn and navigate in a wider area. So you want to try and make yourself as thin and narrow as possible, going straight up and down. And a good way to imagine it is if someone's pulling you up by your hair up to the roof throughout all of your turns. So what you want to do is start by squeezing your legs together, put your beam feet on, so one foot in front of the other a little bit, and you're going to go up onto your toes. This is called releve, and you're going to keep your arms squeezed in nice and tight, and we're going to hold, so you can count to 10, count to 20, and come back down. You can do a few calf raises like this, and it's important to also try and do it with your other foot in front as well. So a few calf raises. And once you've done a few of those, then you can try and also go up, and you're going to lift one foot up and balance, because a lot of our turns are on one foot. So I want you to pause the video. I want you to try and see how long you can hold it. Test yourself. So going up, seeing if you can hold it for 10 whole seconds without falling over on one foot without your heel touching. It's quite a challenge. So give it a go. You can practice with your hands down, or you can practice with your hands up, squeezing your ears straight up to the roof, making sure it's a nice straight line, and lifting up. So pause the video, have a go with 2 feet together, holding for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, holding for more than 10 seconds on one foot. Off you go. Alright, so now we're going to try the turn part. So you're going to hold arms in, up, and you're going to spin. Hold that releve position before you come down. So it's a good general rule to try and hold it for 2 seconds before, 1, 2, and after, 1, 2, before you come back down. So try a few of these, up, turn, and down. And if you are squeezing everything, you shouldn't wobble, but it takes a bit of practice. As soon as your legs bend, it makes it really difficult to keep the top half of your body in line. As soon as your bottom isn't being squeezed anymore, it also makes this go. And then as soon as your core is floppy, your back's floppy, your shoulders are floppy, as soon as that gets loose, then it makes it really hard to balance again. So squeeze. Oh, my ankles are wobbly, so go squeeze, spin, and down. So everything has to stay in one tight line. All right, now we're going to try 1 foot turn. So we're going to start with 1 foot in front. Whatever foot is behind, I want your arms to go out that way. So you're going to have a bent arm in front and one straight arm out to the side, but both going to the direction of your back legs. I've got my right leg at the back, so I'm going to the right. From here, you're going to be going into a passe. So you're going to have arms out, you're going to push, passe, so your leg is out to the side, and then to initiate the turn, it'll be your leg that's turning you all at the same time. From here, your hands are going to go up to the roof. You can practice by doing a clap above your head, or you can just squeeze your ears nice and tight when you turn. So your foot is going up to the side, then turning, and your arms are going straight up to your ears. So let's try and put it together. We're just going to do a half turn, so I'm just going to turn around. So big step, bending that leg, putting your weight on the front leg, your back leg's just going to do a push off. So arms out, push, and step forward. So you want to make sure that you're holding this position, this passe position, right through to the end. Hold for 2 seconds before you finish. So this position is called passe, arms up or down. This is coupe with your foot at your ankle. You could do a straight leg turn with your leg out, or you could do a stretch turn, lifting your foot up when you turn, which I cannot do, but you can give it a go. So I'm just going to do another passe turn. So 1 foot in front, weight on that front foot, arms out to the side. You're going to push off that back foot into a side passe, then bring it forward. So side, turn, whoop, and step forward. All right, try again. Push and step. Also try on the other side. So I want you to push and do the other way. Or if you naturally like to go with your left leg out the back and lifting that up to turn, have an experiment. But I like doing it this way, and it's easier on my leg. So spin. Cool. So now we're going to try and do a full turn. So it's all the same. If you're staying nice and straight and up on your toes in that passe, and if you're keeping your body tight, it should be easy to do. So arms out, front leg, weight on your front leg, bigger push off the back leg, but making sure it comes to the side first. So arms out, spin, and going forward. So we'll try it again. Arms out, push, and finish. And one more. Arms out. Push off that back leg, spin, and finish. All right, I want you to experiment, try both ways. I want you to experiment with doing passe or coupe turns. So coupe turn, you'll just have your foot more at your ankle. A straight one, leg going straight around, or a stretched one. Give it a go. Have a try. Okay, now we're going to try and do a half turn from your knee. So you're going to put your knee down, one leg in front. You're going to have whatever leg's behind, that's the way your arms are going. Remember, bent arm out to the side, so they're going to help pull you up. You're going to push off that back leg and side passe before you turn. So try a few of these. So one foot, make sure you're in a line, because we end up putting these on the beam. So from here, push and finish. So then see if you can do a full turn, see if you can do the coupe, see if you can do the straight leg. Have a little go with those. And the next one we have is an illusion turn. I cannot do these, I haven't got the flexibility, but I have a few drills for you, and I might try and get a link of another video with someone that's doing it for you so that you can have a try at learning them as well. But some good tips for you. When you do an illusion, you're going to be doing a straight leg scorpion, and you're going to be spinning on your one foot with your hand in that position. So it's going to be good practice to just get used to lifting your foot up and down a few times. And if you can go against a wall, do a needle stick against the wall. So that's what you do like this, and then just try and push your body, your legs against the wall to try and get a nice split along the wall. And then when you actually do the illusion, your foot will be turning to go into the illusion. So you can put your foot there, hands down, and practice a few of those. I'll link someone else doing an illusion for you so you can have a look at it and have a try, but I definitely cannot show that one for you. All right, so now that we've done our turns, we're going to start with our jumps. I've only just recently started jumping again, so I'm not able to do all of the skills here, but I will tell you how many you should be doing and what skills to do. So we're going to do some tuck, star, and split jumps to start with. I want you to try them individually, and then we're going to put them together. So a tuck jump's bringing your knees up, trying to get them to touch your belly, but I can't quite do that at the moment, but try to get them to come all the way up. Try to keep your chest up when you pull your knees up. A star jump, legs out together. Split jump, kicking forwards and backwards. And I want you to try and get your arms to go opposite with your feet. So arms go opposite and in, and then try the other foot. So trying to coordinate the opposite foot is a tricky one. So I want you to have a few tries of that. Try and join them together. And then we're going to try and join them all. Tuck, star, split, split. So tuck, star, split, split. And then try tuck, split, star, split. So tuck, split, star, split. And get mum or dad or brother or sister, someone to try and give you a few different variations of those to give you a challenge. Then we're going to try some straddle jumps. So straddle, jumping and touching your toes in the air. You want to generate the power from your legs, pulling up with your arms into your straddle. Your legs should come up. You shouldn't be reaching down to your toes. Your legs should come up and keeping your chest up. It's a really hard one to do, so I want you to give it a couple of tries. It ends up usually looking more like a star jump when you're first starting out, but the more you practice, the better it'll be. It will be a straddle jump, should look like this in the air. So legs are straight, reaching forward a little bit in the air. I obviously can't show you that one at the moment, but we've done them before in the gym, so you should know. A pike jump, bringing your feet forward, so feet together, same thing, jumping and reaching forward. You need a lot more power in that one as well. I want you to try and do both of those standing, try about 5 to 10 of them. Then I want you to try and add a small run or a jump into it. So you can just do one step, jump, straddle jump. So starting at the back, step, jump, straddle. And always landing with those bent legs. strong body, keeping your core in, arms out or down. All right, so you can try a few of those, so standing and then with a jump. Next one is a sissone. So a sissone is a split jump, but you land on one foot. So you do your split and land on one foot. Obviously you need to try and do a big split and land on one foot. It goes on more of a diagonal. So split and land. I can't get the big push off at the moment. I might see if I can get a photo and put it there for you. So split and landing on one foot. When you land on that front foot, you then bring the other foot from behind in front to finish it off properly. So you'll go split and finish with that other foot in front. So have a try and do both sides, which is always tricky. Next one is a wolf jump. So I'll get another photo of this one as well. A wolf jump is where one leg is straight out in front and the other leg is bent up with it at the same time. So you're going to jump straight and then keep that other leg bent, knees are together, reaching forward in your wolf jump. So this can be a good one to do with a leap as well, but it's a nice fun jump to try. And then another one is a split half turn. So you're going to be doing a split jump and then in the air before you land, you quickly turn to face the other way. So go split and turn to face the other way. So jump, split and turn. You need to have a lot more power in your legs than what I am doing, but big, powerful jump, big split, and then as they're coming down, they spin you to turn you. So have a try of those. All right, now we're going to try and put our turns and our jumps together. So you're going to start with your arms behind, and you're going to do a big jump and just a half turn, and finish facing the other way. So arms behind, jump, and turn facing the other way. So once you've done that, then you can add a full turn. Your arms can either come up to the roof or you can bring them in. So I'm going to start with my hands behind and I'll bring my arms in. Whatever arm goes over is the way that you're turning. So I'm going to bring my right arm over when I turn to my left. So hands behind, I'm going to turn and land. So arms behind, bend your legs, turn and finish reaching forward. So have a try of both. Each time that you do your turn, I want you now to try and spot. So you'll start looking at something on the floor or on the wall, and when you finish your spin, finish looking at something on the wall or on the floor. So it's a bit of spotting. If you don't have that, you'll find that you get a bit spacey with where you land. So bend, bring your arms in and forward. Try and jump a bit higher. I just have a fan above me and I keep hitting it. So if you can bring your arms up, that would be awesome as well. So have a practice of doing both those types. Okay, and now I want you to try some tuck handstands because it's just a different type of jump with your hands on the ground. So tuck handstands and donkey handstands. So arms down, tuck and land. So it's different to a bunny hop. A bunny hop is just bouncing. A tuck handstand, you want to actually do a handstand and hold the position for a few seconds. So you want to try and keep pushing through your shoulders, so strong arms, and see how long you can hold your tuck handstand for. Alright, then a donkey handstand. I don't think I can do it at the moment, but donkey handstand, you'll have straight legs. You can go straight leg up and down, and then try and bounce yourself back up. I won't do it because I know it will hurt me a little bit, but straight legs, you can bend them a little bit to start, straight, and then keep it going. Awesome. So they're good ones to try, just for an inverted kind of jump. Okay, so obviously the strength that we need to do for our jumps and our turns is very leg related. So we're going to do a lot of that. You can do also a lot of core exercises, but today I'm just going to work on legs. So a few things that you can do. I want you to do some pop squats. So bending nice and low, you're going to jump and land nice and tight in. So big push. And we're going to do 20 of those. So down, 20. And 10 more. 20. All right. Next one is a lunge swap. So you're going to start in a lunge and you're going to jump. And there's two different ways. You can swap your feet in the middle, or you can try and do from the lunge a big jump and finish in another lunge. All right, so I want you to do 20 of those. I'm not going to join in with those ones. So you can pause the video and 20 with each one. All right, so the next thing for our jumps and our turns, we need to work on lifting our legs. So you can do, I've got another video where I've done a lot of these exercises. So 10 to 20 and then holding for 10 to 20 seconds. And then you're going to do it to the side. So if you practice having your arm out nice and strong, that will help. And then 10 to 20 to the back and holding, and then doing the other leg as well. So forward, side, back. You can also practice while you're against the wall, holding on your toe in your passe, or you could hold with your foot up nice and high on your toe, because that will also help with your turns. And then as a final bit of strength, we're going to do our calf raises again, but we'll use a step this time. So you need to make sure that you're keeping your legs nice and straight, and you can do both your feet together. So trying not to use anything, just balancing yourself with your hands. And you want to go nice and slow, so getting the full stretch down and pushing right up, squeezing everything once again. So you can try to do 30 with your feet together, then have a little break, and then try on one foot for each, and try to get to 15 on one foot, and then 15 on the other foot. So off you go, 30 feet together, 15 on individual legs. Okay, I hope you had lots of fun working on our jumps and our turns today. So you can do a bit of a stretch, work on your straddle, your pike, and your splits, so after this video. But I want you to also include your heel stretch, so you can bend one leg in and lift that foot up. I want it in front, and then I also want you to try and do it to the side. So bending that leg in and doing it to the side. So the reason that I want you to work on these is because when we do that turn that I was talking about, you need that heel stretch, a bit more flexibility than me, pulling that in for your turn. So you can do a one-legged turn like that. Practice on both sides. It's also really good for your balance, so I want you to have a go. All right, do some more stretches. Stretch your belly, stretch your back, stretch your shoulders, but most importantly, stretch out your legs with your pike stretches, your straddle stretches, and do some calf stretches as well with those legs, like we did at the beginning. All right, guys, hope you had lots of fun. Bye.